Hi, everyone, and welcome. This is Rudy Hunter from rudyhunter.com, huntershealingcalls.com, and the ashworkerstrainинghub.com. That's enough .coms for now. Thanks for being with me, and welcome to Intertwined Hearts. We're going to be doing a mudra. That's a special set of locking, interconnected ways of hooking up using our fingers and hands. We're going to spend just a couple of minutes together, and the intertwined heart part of this can be used a whole bunch of different ways, and I'd love it if you'd comment below to let us know how you chose to use it. But some of the ways that I use it, I hook up my left-sided heart to my metaphorical, actually really there, energetic right-sided heart, so that I have a full and complete experience of being in love and have love coursing through me. I suggest you try that first because the palpable experience, the sensations you'll have are really pretty yummy. I use this other ways, and I've taught it to folks to use other ways as well. When we're wanting to be soft and open in our heart with loved ones, it's a perfect mudra to use. The mudra itself is from Qigong, and I've added some energy work to it that enhances the spiral or spiralic action of the sensations that move through you. So you can soften your own heart before you're with someone. So that's great after a fight. It's great before lovemaking. It's great on date night. And it's great just every once in a while to connect in a way to your loved one. And your loved one doesn't have to be, your adult partner. It can be your animal. It can be your child. It can be your teacher. Whoever and however you want to do it, it's up to you. So that's literally just the very tip of the iceberg of ways to use this. The more you do this and the longer you hang out in it once it's all hooked up, the better it is. But I'll leave that to you to explore the interlocked heart nature of this. So let's learn the mudra. Let's get on with it. You're going to be doing pincer grips like a little Pac-Man with your middle finger, I call that the New York driving finger, and thumb. You're going to be doing only this, but we're going to smush them together at particular joints in the fingers. So let me break it down for you. Then we'll do it together and we'll add in the energetic work. Your right fingers are going to pincer grip the base joint of your left thumb. So that's the first connection. And then, let me take this out of the way for a second. The second connection is happening at the base joint of your right New York driving or middle finger. So let's do it in slow motion. Remember, we're just holding like this. We're not actually pinching, we're just holding. Right hand clasps the base of the left thumb, and the left fingers clasp the base of the right middle finger. That's the whole thing. See, there's a nice, beautiful overlap of circles and intertwining. That's actually a Venn diagram. Fascinating. So the middle portion of this is where most of the action happens energetically. Oh, that looks a little rude, doesn't it? And your hands don't have to be splayed out like this. I like to splay them because the stretch in the hands feels nice to me. But if you're on a bus or in the theater or sitting on the couch or with company, the rest of the fingers can just relax while you keep this construction in place, this connection, and no one needs to know that your hands are hooked up this way. I like to splay them out a little bit because the stretch feels good to me. You'll do it the way you want to do it. Your hands don't need to be up here. This is only for filming purposes. I like to rest my hands in my lap or on my chest. You can do it lying down, sitting up. You can put a pillow or a bolster under your hands. The idea is that once this is in position, you should be able to relax. So use a bolster, lean on something, put your hands in your lap. The relaxation actually helps the flow. So what you and I are going to do together is really pretty luscious. Stay in this position. You might have to rewind the video and make sure it's all hooked up correctly. And it's always hooked up this way. You never do it the other way, because that's not the way it works. You always do it this way. So once you learn it, you learn it. You're going to rest your hands in this position, however is comfortable for you. I'm going to hold them here while we do this work. I'm going to close my eyes. You've got to make sure there's no driving or operating heavy machinery, because you're going to go inside with your eyes closed, and I'm going to add a layer on this that helps the sporadic or round motion or movement. You'll feel the energy work that circulates through both hands, through one heart or two. And you'll also feel stuff, the more often you do this, you'll feel things in your hips, down the outside of your lower legs and into your toes. But I don't want to spoil all your fun. Just enjoy the sensations that this produces. The sensations are energy moving in your body. So I'm going to go silent. I'm going to shut up for a minute or two. And during that silence, I'm going to do some pretty luscious, deep, energetic work to help this be as expansive as is possible for you and I. All right. I'll let you know when we're done. We'll just go for a minute or two, and we'll get the energy work started for you right now. And there we go. Nice and gently, nice and easily. Allow yourself to slide back into now, to drift back here. When I'm done with this, I often just disconnect, do one of these, or sit with my hands over my heart. You don't have to do any of that. It's a lovely way to sort of finish it off for yourself. The most important thing to do when you're done is to notice that coming back, things are different. And I'm not trying to put ideas in your head. I don't need to do that. This lock and key system that opens up energy flow in the body changes perception, and it changes a whole bunch of other things too. So when you come back, things are different. You are different. There's more, literally more flow and more openness and a softer heart. So it's good to just notice that. Notice how you feel, the brightness or the expansiveness. Sometimes there's a feeling of having the quality of the air in the room change. You're not hallucinating that. I used to think people were making that up, but there are good reasons for that. I don't want to spoil all your fun, so I'm not going to tell them to you right here. The point is just to notice what your experience is. You can come back and use this as much as you like. And I'm going to give you a couple of other quick tips too, but remember, please go check out the sites. And the sites are not just for you. They're for you, your family, your loved ones, your friends. There's even stuff on the sites for your animals. So the sites are rudyhunter.com, huntershealingcalls.com, and the ashworkerstrainинghub.com. You'll find lots of great freebies there. So a couple of tips. Do this for yourself and a loved one. Do this for yourself and a pet. And here's a real interesting stretch. If you're working on a project that's creative, like you're writing a book, or you're working on a play, or you have to sing a song or do a presentation, or you're knitting something, whatever it is, link your heart to the heart of that project. Those interlocked hearts work with people, animals, situations, project, and circumstances. You'll find that if you're anything like me, or the folks who are my cup of tea, that you'll lean into this tool a lot because you can use it all the time. You can use it as often as you fancy. So Please comment below. Tell us what you used it for, what your experiences were during the energy work, during the Mudra hookup. And until we're together the next time, this is Rudy Hunter. Thanks for hanging out with me. Bye for now.